do my thing here. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the screening of May Spencer's new film, VR Bodies. This is a project that I've been watching for some time. I'm pretty excited about this because it's an autobiographical project, and I'm sure there's a lot of people here that already know because they were involved in the making of this film or the events that this film is based on. But this is, I think it might be one of, if not the first, autobiographical films of this quality and this caliber produced based on events that took place in VR chat. And I think it's a very interesting project because it deals with a lot of really serious issues. And so I'm really been happy to watch the production of this as May's been working on it. And I'm really excited to see the finished product. And I'm going to bring her up on stage to introduce the film to you, and then we'll get started. And then we're going to have a Q&A session afterwards. I'll be running some questions, and then we're going to open up to audience questions as well. This film is 58 minutes long, so it's a bit of it's a nice runtime. Just letting you know that it's about an hour long, and I'm really excited for this. Actually, I play a small role in this film, a character with quite questionable morals, but a very challenging role that I'm grateful to May for giving me the opportunity to take on that challenge. And I'm just really excited to see this film. I will turn it over to May now to introduce this movie. Why don't you come up on stage?
Yep. Hi everyone. So for the past 4 months, I've been working on a film about all of the experiences I've had in VR chat since I joined in 2021. Um, and this film is very special to me. It speaks truth about who I am. So it's very personal. There's a lot of scenes in here that are very um mature. So just a warning to that. We also, for everyone who is in this room right now, we have a raffle. If you've been following I Am Maddie Films at all, with each of our films we usually have a poster. By being here at this screening, you are automatically put into a raffle to win a free poster. So there'll be 3 different winners, and we'll be announcing those after the film. So yeah, I think that's it.
All set? All right.
Yep.
It's time. Let's put it on.
Yay. Ooh. Yay.
We need to grab the link here. Oh, right. One thing before we get started, one thing I want to mention is that you can turn off the lights in this world, but it is local. So if you want to do that, you will need to go down over there and turn on the button that turns the lights on. You also may want to turn the volume up on the video player to max. I'll give everybody a minute to do that and get back to their seats before we start the film.
Where's the audio?
Use the audio.
Oh, okay. That's it'll show up when when you see the video actually. So put it.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. With that said and done, everybody in their seats again. It's my honor to present VR Bodies.
Notice tolerance. The realization that the plot of your life doesn't make sense anymore. Although you're following the story, You keep finding yourself immersed in passages you don't understand. You know? That's kind of like my life.
So, December 2019, you were admitted to a psychiatric ward in Maryland, correct?
Yes.
Could you tell me a bit about that? Why you were there in the first place?
Well, I was struggling with my identity, and I had no one who could accept me for who I was. My parents would just call me crazy or put me down for how I felt.
And that made you feel
Alone.
abandoned?
When I went to the ward, there were 3 trans people who were my rock. And I was their rock.
So you depended on them?
Yes, I did.
Do you miss them?
Yes, I do.
Tell me the story of what happened after the ward. The things that brought you here to me today?
Well, when I had been first admitted, I was scared of the ward. I had seen all of these films saying murders and serial killers were there that were terrifying, but it really wasn't that bad at all.
It wasn't?
Yeah, it wasn't. But I couldn't say that at that moment I was focused completely on how scary it was or wasn't.
What were you focused on?
On how I could kill myself.
You sit alone with a boy I used to know.
You know, mental hospitals aren't as frightening as they say in the movies.
There's a light even in the dark.
It must be just society wanting mental illness to be put as scary when it's pretty normal. Driving home from that place was the scariest moment, but having to see my parents again was anxiety-inducing. Not because I was ashamed, but because I had so much hate for them, and they just brought me there since they didn't know what to do with me. I found myself alone when I returned. There were no friends left, just therapy. I couldn't go out, but it was familiar. I'd spent most of my life confined to my room. My mom never bothered to let me have friends. Still, I embraced being me, despite my dad claiming I had identity issues. I found myself having trouble in human interaction due to the isolation. This would end up with me resorting to VR bodies. The first time I saw her, I had no idea how profoundly she would change my life. To paint a picture, think back to VRChat 2021, back when the Oculus Quest 2 had just released. Kids were rampant on the platform since their parents cared more about their drugs and alcohol than their own children. The kids were obviously traumatized, but no one truly acknowledged it. They were here for the same reason everyone on the platform was here, to escape. And shit, well, it felt good to escape.
Coming in a sleek white look, this headset is a successor to the original Quest and includes a 50%
Should you buy
increase
an Oculus
of
Quest 2
resolution.
this
That
year?
can
And now,
be
with a
done.
brand new
The
model.
Quest 2
Buy an Oculus Quest 2.
The Oculus Quest 2 has been
Quest 2
Oculus Quest 2 wireless.
And I'm sure if you already bought one, you might feel really frustrated.
The Oculus Quest 2 was the only way for me to interact with people. I had no true connections with people due to the isolation. This would result in me searching for it, but back during this time, a VRChat world had risen in popularity. 7 Minutes in Heaven. If you don't know what it is, I mean, just take this as reference. 7 Minutes in Heaven was one of those usual VR chat drinking games, where you'd play games while drunk. Not the best environment for a teen, but one day I approached the table of people playing Spin the Bottle and MJ was there.
Hey, do you mind if I join you guys?
Sure.
They said, and then I started playing.
You can actually go ahead.
Oh, thank you. So, I'd say that my favorite book is Murder Over a Girl. It's a pretty cool book. Yeah.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. I guess.
As the girl who seemed to be distracted was answering her question, I took a look and then I saw her. That's not what happened.
I don't know.
And the bottle spun again, but this time, it was from that guy in the skull t-shirt.
Yes. You and me. In that room. Let's go.
I don't know why I went in the room with them, but I did, and it was awkward. After a long pause, she looked over at me.
You're cute.
MJ said. I never understood what happened truly and why it did, but after that day, we started hanging out. Like, a lot. January 31st, 2021 is a special date in my mind. It was the day that MJ said we were gonna host a party. Now, in this era of DRC, if you made an instance where friends of friends could join, chaos would ensue. One would join, and then another would, and it would go and go until there are 30 people in one instance, and that's what happened here. That night, though, it wasn't a good night. That night shattered my joyful and positive innocence, exposing me to the darkness lurking in the world.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
What brought you here?
What?
What's brought you here?
MJ actually. She started the party. It's kinda our party.
Oh, okay. Are you having fun?
I guess I'm having fun.
This simpy guy is being annoying.
Sim? What's a sim?
You don't know what a simp is?
No, I don't.
Basically, someone who is annoying and likes you. Jesus, he's been trying to ERP me.
ERP?
Hey, yo, did I just hear ERP?
Yeah, she was about to explain it.
You've never ERP'd before? Shit.
No.
I could explain it to you.
No, we need a teacher, man.
Teach me?
Sure.
Well, then before you do, tell me.
Well, it's basically when two people...
No, we can teach her.
No, tell me. What is it?
Don't worry, you'll know soon enough. Okay.
no.
Think she crashed. Anyway, so...
Do you think we could go back to my homework? It's getting kinda...
Loud?
Yeah.
Invite me.
Alright.
Sometimes, I wonder to myself who I would be if my parents cared about me. Not only cared about me, but was there for me and showed it in a healthy way. I would be able to be me without being afraid and would be happy for once.
Hey, Queen. Where's that other person?
Munchie? I don't know. They're probably loading in.
All right, we can wait on that.
He sat down right next to me.
I wonder what's taking her so long.
Seems like she's not coming. So, maybe I can teach you without her.
Can you explain it to me without teaching?
I couldn't understand why he kept wanting to teach me it. And it didn't make any sense. I mean, he was...
I can show you.
No, I said tell me first.
I think I'll just show you.
I don't think this is...
Stand right here. I want you down there.
I don't think I'm ready.
Come on, you were practically begging me to fuck you. What with your little, what is ERP talk?
I don't want to do this.
I said I want you down there.
Please. I don't want to do this. Please.
Jesus Christ. Bitch, you told me to teach you. Fuck this shit.
That night, I realized something. No matter what I do, what I say, people will just do what they want, regardless of how I feel. After this situation, I dialed back my truly joyous and happy personality. Little did I know, there would be one person who made me lose more and more of it. Back in March 2021, I would use VRChat as a way for me to be a kid. When I was younger, I didn't get the sleepovers and the fun stuff. I didn't ever truly have friends who were my actual friends. To be honest, I just wanted to be back to when I was a kid and get different parents. Maybe then I would have thought different.
Hey.
Oh, hi.
What's a cutie like you doing?
Oh, nothing. Just playing with the bunny, waiting for my boyfriend to come back from school.
Boyfriend? Wow. How old are you?
15. About to be 16 later this year.
Wow, I feel old. At your age, I hadn't even had my first kiss. Still haven't.
How old are you?
25.
You're 25 and you still haven't had your first kiss?
Yeah, no. I'm too ugly for that.
I think you're pretty.
Sure. Beautiful.
Every day after this, I would hang out with them and joke around.
Hey, Claire.
Hey, what's up, Queen?
Nothing, just frustrated.
Why you frustrated, baby?
My mom yelled at me today. She said how the only reason she has me in the house is because the law requires it. It's just stuck in my mind and it really hurts.
Your mom sounds like a bitch. I'll just be your mother from now on, okay?
Okay.
I was gonna regret that.
Oh my god, I love Oliver so much. I even made a song about him.
I really like Oliver. I think he's really great for you.
Yeah, he really is.
I bet you and Oliver fuck like rabbits.
What? What?
I need to find a girl like you in my life.
Oh.
Seriously, I do. If you weren't so young, I'd date you. Gonna have to wait till you're 18. Anyway, I'm gonna go take a shower. BRB. Oh, also, don't look, cutie.
Thankfully, these comments started to tone down when she said,
Beautiful. I'd like you to meet Aries, your dad and my husband.
Hi.
It was in May 2021 when she introduced me to Aries. We were finally like an actual family. I had someone who was hilarious and caring, who could protect me from Claire's comments.
Don't worry, you'll always be my first love.
I know I just wanted to be loved and cared for since my IRL family never did that, but genuinely, I had been treated better by a pedophile than my own family. In September 2021, I met someone while talking to Claire.
May, guess what?
Hmm?
My brother let me own his full body.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm planning on giving Dom a lap dance later. If you're lucky, you'll get one too.
Hi. Have you ever heard of Scared to Be Alone by Skell? It's so good, but really sad.
Oh, hi. No, I haven't.
You should. It's really good.
To be honest, I only listen to my own music, so I don't know.
Wait, you make your own music?
Me and Tubi became really fast friends and would always record videos together.
What's your business here?
I'm here to speak to the Queen.
And I got it. Okay. That's a wrap.
Yay! I'm so excited to see what it'll look like.
I am tired as hell.
Well then, go to sleep. I can show you the video once it's finished.
Alright, I'm gonna get off.
I don't know why, but whenever I look at Tubi, I started to feel something.
I was basically just like playing a game, and my brother shot super fucking loud. There's a snake in my boot. Like, what is this man on?
Skull, I think I like Tubi.
What?
Tubi, I have a crush on you.
What?
I'm breaking up with you.
What?
I'm getting back together with you.
What?
Skull.
Huh?
I need more friends.
What am I, mate? What I'm saying is I'm done.
No, it's like I want to talk with more people.
If you're looking for friends, there's a new word that came out. I think it's called, let me find it. No time to talk?
What is it?
It's like you have a timer to talk to someone, like a minute, and when it runs out, it puts you with another person.
Wait, really?
It was a pretty small world, but it was packed with people, and so I went on a quest for friends. But it started out pretty terrible.
Fortnite is one of the best free games out there at the moment, and I will stand by that statement until I die. Everything about it is so
Jesus
smooth.
Christ,
The movement, the shooting,
please
just
shut
everything.
up.
Also, hot
Please,
takes.
timer,
The crossover
please
skins are
end.
not that bad. In fact, they're good.
Oh
Who
my.
cares if Fortnite is
Oh
now
my
basically
God.
one giant advertisement for other
Come
media?
on. Ah. Oh my God, finally. Come on, please give me a non-boring person. Please.
Oh, hello.
Hi. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm just checking out this world that I found out about recently.
Oh, it's your first time here?
Yeah. I don't usually go to public worlds, but I thought I'd give this a try.
Oh. Have you met the Fortnite guy?
And this is where a lovely friendship started. Me and Ella started to hang out basically every day and fly planes. It was during one of these hangouts on March 2022 that I invited Ella to me and Tubi's wedding. I had decided over the new year that I was going to marry Tubi. I had a whole plan. I just needed to invite everyone. Despite me and Tubi's struggles, we were in a solid place, and I felt like it was time to make a big decision.
Hey, May, hop in.
Hey, so me and Tubi, right?
Oh no, what happened?
Nothing bad. Me and Tubi are in a really good place right now.
That's good.
I was planning on marrying her on VRC soon.
Oh, really? When is it?
I'm thinking in a week or so. Would you want to go?
I'll try my best.
This will have to be the most important day of my life.
The day I met you, it was in a public world. Clara joined a random world and you were in it. I saw you at first messing around and joking about various things. You were a goofball, to put it simply.
This is so cute.
You get angry.
Shut the fuck up, baby. I'm trying to listen.
You get anxious, you get sad.
Jeez, you put stick up your ass.
I love it when you're angry. I love it when you worry. You are to me perfect because you.
I bet you did it yourself.
Shut up.
I feel really happy and special around you. When you talk, you make my heart melt. In a good way, of course. And you also make me feel loved. Some things that remind me of you would be when I'm playing a fun game, like, you know, Rain World, and I feel like I'm having as much fun as when I'm around you. Another thing that reminds me of you is how I have this beanbag chair, and when I would snuggle with it...
Sorry. I crashed.
Oh, that's okay. You sit there.
Who said that?
Oh, it's just...
What? What did you say?
Baby, are you okay?
I just told it to go to their seat.
Wait, something's wrong.
Where am I?
You're always here for me. My little husband. My love. I fucking hate you. You're the reason that you're always here for me. It's all your fault.
No. She's not supposed to be here. I can't do this.
It's all your
Hey, it's okay.
No, I can't do this. This is supposed to talk about me and Tubi's happiness before we break up. It's supposed to be about my breath of fresh air before the smoke. I can't.
You don't need to worry about that right now. You just need to breathe.
Breathe. They left me when I needed them. They broke me. They threw me away.
Hey, it's okay. You have to...
I was so lost. They aren't even meant to be in this film. They aren't supposed to be here anymore.
We don't have to talk about them. Just do your film.
I put my everything for them and they didn't do shit about it. They didn't give a shit.
It's okay, May. They hurt you. Breathe.
I don't want to breathe.
May.
I don't want to do this anymore.
May. Please.
May.
What?
Why the hell are you freaking out? Jesus Christ, just shut up. No, it's my turn. It's not always about you.
But I just want to explain.
No, I don't care.
Please. I love you.
I think that this isn't the one.
What are you talking about?
Are you sure you want to have someone who won't even say I love you to you? Who won't even ask if you're doing okay?
I know I have to ask, but that's not their fault.
You constantly give the benefit of the doubt, but you're hurting May, and she doesn't care enough to listen.
I told her I wouldn't leave.
I know that, but...
So, 2B, you felt like was the one?
I did feel that way.
You felt that way about Sammy and Gupti and...
Well, except her. Or her.
So,
you get it.
Your girlfriend, what is her name? And...
Don't say her name.
May. What about this girl is so troubling for you? Broken up with her multiple times and always regretted it.
She was my love. The one. The day I left, I was feeling worthless. And I needed her. But she wasn't there for me.
This sounds similar to Claire, but rather than romantic, it's platonic. You felt like you needed her to.
Yeah, but when she did that with Tubi, I couldn't forgive her. She lied to me for so long, took advantage of Tubi sexually when she was hurting the most.
And it hurt that she betrayed you, did those things to Tubi, and it also felt like she abandoned you.
Yeah, because no matter what she did, I needed her.
Need? I don't think so. I think you just needed a warm body. But since you're such a loner, it was a...
VR body.
Yeah.
Huh. That's weird.
It's not weird at all. Anyway, continue where you left off.
Okay, well, months later, after me and 2B had broken up,
it was extremely hard on me, and I felt lost and useless. What was I gonna do without Tubi? I mean, my whole life plan was shredded up in front of me.
Hey, you.
Hi.
I hate you.
What?
Yeah, you, cuz I hate you. You the worst.
But...
What are you doing, bro?
Oh, I'm just hating on this person, bro. Shit.
Oh shit. Can I join in?
For sure.
What?
Bro, you nasty as hell. We really don't like you at all, bro. Your ass can really just go die in a dish for all I fucking care. Shit. Out of everybody
You deserve
I know.
to die. When we see how you look and hear how you talk, it's just really, really disgusting.
Nova, I understand. I'm sure it would end up good, you know? If you believe in yourself, it will get done.
I don't know what I'm doing. I could take up streaming, but there's so much to it. I don't know if I'd be able to handle it.
You got this.
I sat there, just listening to the conversation, and felt a sense of motivation. It was weird. Whatever these people were saying made sense. That whatever I want to do can happen as long as I put my mind to it and believe in it. The conversation was just what I needed. Well, they're probably gonna leave now. Maybe I can take some time and figure out, like, what I'm gonna do.
Hey! I noticed that you had trans in your bio. I'm trans too.
Oh, trans gang.
Gang.
My name is May.
I'm Rain.
Thank you.
Hmm?
The conversation was really what I needed, because I just broke up with someone and was feeling kind of lost, so thank you.
Oh, it's okay. I try my best to help people out.
When speaking to Rain, I felt listened to. We both seemed to understand each other on a deeper level. Rain,
Yes, May?
you ever feel an immense amount of dread will get you no matter what you do? Like, it'll show up no matter how much you push it deep down? Things make you feel like everything's meaningless?
Yes. All the time.
People always say I'm a success for my age. But I gave up everything for it. And whenever I let people in, I always seem to get hurt. I spend all my time doing things for others that I don't know how to do things for myself.
That'll be hard. As everything usually is, you know? But someday you'll be able to look up at the sky and say, wow.
It just takes a while, right?
Yeah?
I wonder what my future is gonna look like.
Probably doing something incredible.
I wonder if you'll be a part of it.
What is it?
Oh, nothing. Just, I don't know. Things always seem to pass me by. I just want something.
You?
Yeah,
You'll get there.
yeah, you're right. Why are you always right?
Who knows?
What am I made for? What is my purpose? These are things that were stuck in my head always, for some reason. Whenever I'd look into her eyes, those questions disappeared. After her, I joined a driving world. And on this day, I was feeling lost and worthless. Just contemplating why when she joined.
Queen! I haven't seen you in such a long time.
Yeah, I've missed you.
I've missed you too. So, what have you been up to?
Oh, nothing, just making videos, you know. You wanna get in a car and drive around?
Yeah, sure.
It's been a really long time since I last seen you, you know? We spent the summer together on VRC.
Yeah, I miss those days. Can't really do that anymore because of my stepmom.
Stepmom?
Yeah, she's like always watching what I'm doing. Like, girl, mind your own business.
Yeah, that's so weird. So she's like constantly stalking you?
Yeah, no matter what I do, she's like always up in my space.
Does she let you hang out or talk to people?
No, not really. And whenever I try to talk to my parents, it's always a no. So I
don't really have many people to talk to about my feelings.
Aw.
I feel like no one is there for me.
Well, I'm here for you.
And I'm here for you too.
MJ stared at me and then smiled.
May,
Huh?
can I be honest with you?
Yeah, sure.
Why do you always let the people you're with treat you like shit?
That question was hard to answer. And I didn't understand.
I mean, you let Tubi treat you like trash and she literally cheated on you multiple times. Doesn't treat you well and ignores your feelings. Claire took advantage of you. Almost everyone has taken advantage of you. You never put yourself first. You always think of others, and while that is a cool and great quality to have, you're falling apart, May. I can see it. No matter what you do, you are never happy. Even when you were with Tubi or Oliver or anyone of that matter, you were still not doing well. They were just a distraction. You just seem so unhappy with... I mean, just the other day you told me what's keeping you going is me saying I love you to you because your girlfriend doesn't. Do you realize how fucked that is?
No. She doesn't know what she's talking about. No. She must be the one. She must be. Right? I don't know what to do anymore. I miss her. I want her.
Hey, May.
Oh, high school. I want affection.
From...
Yeah. Amy brought up the fact that I kind of just don't put myself first in relationships, and I always just wait for my needs to be met while the other person has their needs met. So...
Amy is kinda right. You care so much about the other person, you don't realize that you're not okay.
I haven't been okay for a while. I just want my needs met. They aren't hard to get.
What are your needs?
I just want good morning, good night texts. I want I love yous. I want flirting that doesn't de-escalate. I want to not only feel safe and not rejected by the person, but I want passion and closeness. I just want something...
Bill?
May, I want you to look at how simple everything is. I still text you good morning and good night. I want you to take a step back and not be blinded by love.
I deserve love? No, this isn't a dream. I love MJ. It was right in front of me. I love MJ. MJ who's so proud of me that it brings a tear to my eye. MJ who loves me so much her heart just about explodes. I love MJ. Shit. My heart was beating out of my chest. I mean, I've been telling myself this isn't real for the past couple months. My trip on the bus was floaty feeling. It felt as if It wasn't really happening, and when I arrived at the airport, it hit me. I'm gonna meet MJ. And my thoughts raced with all of those people I met before who beat, hit, and put me down. I realized in that airport that even though they made me feel worthless, nothing unless useful, unintelligent, ugly, broken, depressed, crazy, I was worthy of love, and that's all that mattered. And as the plane lifted me into the sky, all I could feel was a sense of hope and clarity. I was beginning a new chapter in my life, with a new sense of self and understanding of all my trauma. And after everything, it's still me.
You are about 1 hour away from the love of your life. How does it make you feel?
I'm excited to see her. Actually, I'm really nervous too.
Are you scared at all, or like?
No, I choose love over fear. And to MJ, who I know is watching this, you are the brightest star in the ever-expanding universe. I wish I could spend every second of every night watching you shine. Sometimes I wonder how and why the universe is the way it is.
I am nervous.
Why I went through all of the pain and the suffering to get to this point, but when I look back, I'm proud of how far I've come and how strong I've been through it. Life is better lived as who you are than who you are not.
I am the most nervous that I've ever been in my entire life.
Don't let anything stop you from being who you truly
For
are.
May? Okay. Thank you. 7259. Yep.
I spent my whole teenage life trapped, unable to truly feel, but now I no longer need VR bodies. Wait. It wasn't like that. Let's go back a bit and tell the truth this time.
I just feel like no one is there for
Well, I'm here for you.
me. And I'm
MJ stared at me.
I don't really like you like that.
Oh.
But, I mean, I could?
How? She was there, and I needed her to be there. It's okay, I thought. At least I was being given affection. Even though I barely felt anything. I love you. What do those words even mean? What is love? Is this love? See, Coco? This is the perfect thing to put on. You can get your sleepies.
Okay? Why? Because there's someone I'd like you to meet.
Perfect. Coco, wasn't that cool and epic?
I'll be right back.
It's been a while. And I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
Got my head in my hands and my heart
Maybe
in the
I'm
clouds.
just
And the worst part of me is walking out the door.
be alone.
There's a knife in my chest, but I'm trying in my best. Is it me or
What are you up to?
Jesus Christ. Rain, you scared the shit out of me.
Am I really that scary? I'm just messing with you. So, what's up with you?
Oh,
A lot?
Rain, I don't know how to feel. I've been with MJ for 6 months, and I don't know what I'm doing anymore.
The question you should be asking yourself is, what is it you truly want?
I don't know. I want something real. I'm tired of putting my everything to someone who won't fully try, who takes advantage of me. I want to be with someone who loves me for me and supports me. I want something real. Real. And it's weird because the world always seems to throw us together. Haven't you seen that? 3 times now it's happened. I don't understand. It's like the world is telling us.
May.
I know I shouldn't.
No. It's just...
I know. Don't look at me like that. You're giving me serious fuck me eyes right now.
I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that.
Jesus Christ, Gio. How long have you been here?
Long.
No, I mean, like, how many minutes?
We've been here for the past, 5 minutes.
Coco, you too? I have to talk to you. Gio, you stay here with Rain. I'll go talk to Coco.
Okay.
Rain, I'll be right back.
What's going on?
I think I like...
Oh?
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it to you, but every time I'm around her...
So, what's going on?
What? Fucking Gio, what the fuck?
She likes red.
Oh, wow.
You need to stop appearing like that. Oh my god.
I mean, I came over because I was curious.
Did you leave Rain?
I'm right here.
Oh, Rain,
I know. I've been trying to not think about it, but every time I'm around you, I feel it. Every time we hang out, I feel it. I've been afraid. I've been running from it. But fuck May, I don't want to run away. I'm tired of running. Fuck it, May. I have feelings for you. And a world that has only showed me darkness. You bring light. I don't understand why, but every time I look at you, I
feel it. Is this what I think it is? Is it love?
Wow, that was incredible. Though I do have one question for you. What does this film mean to you?
That's not how it happened.
A hard question, right?
Yeah. I guess what it was is that I was mourning who I was before. You know, I used to be an innocent, cheery, cute girl.
What do you think you are now?
I don't know. It's a difficult question because sometimes I don't feel like myself unless I am that cheery girl.
Why did you stop?
Because everyone hated me.
How do you know that?
I see what you mean. That's not how it happened. I don't know that.
Yep.
And maybe I've been focusing so much on what those people said instead of just being who I wanted to be.
Can anyone hear me?
When really what matters is just being me.
And
not caring what others say?
That's not how it happened.
Exactly, May. You've created this beautiful film as a way to reflect on your journey, and it's allowed you to see that the opinions of others shouldn't define who you are. You've grown, learned, and realized that you should embrace your true self, without worrying about external judgment. That's a significant step towards healing and self-acceptance.
Thank you.
You've done the hard work, May. I'm just here to guide you. Remember, you have the power to be who you want to be.
And the future is yours to shape. Okay, and the end. What do you think?
I think that's a pretty good ending.
Thank God, Gio, because it's been like 4 rewrites already. If I had to rewrite it again, I would never finish it.
Yep. Then Coco would constantly body act.
Oh, wow, yeah. I think it perfectly wraps everything up, but at the same time, I don't know. It feels empty. Like it's not real.
Because it's not. That's not how it fucking happened. Can you hear me? I don't want to be forgotten. It can't end like this. May gets her happily ever after. What about me? I don't want this. I don't want to be loved by somebody. I just want to be loved by...
Yourself? I don't think that's possible. She's too scared to look at herself in the mirror. Why do you think she'd want to love who she sees?
It's hurtful. All she does is be afraid. The things she wants are so easy to get, yet she doesn't try.
Yeah, but think about all that she went through. She was emotionally abandoned at a young age and had no physical friends. Got a family on a VR game, and her VR mom turned out to be a pedophile. Lost friends, lost partners. No wonder she has a hard time doing what she needs to get what she wants.
I just want the pain she's causing to go away.
May, it's not her. It's us. You are her, I am her, we are her.
But why would she do this?
She's made us into characters to make it easier to swallow. For her to be able to understand us, to understand herself, to get where she went wrong. You know why she's doing this. You know.
To not be abandoned.
It's what we fear.
How do I get it to stop?
You can't. You just gotta let the film end.
The film end?
Yeah. Let's let this film end. Be a bandage over the wound. Let's let it heal.
But what if I'm scared?
It'll be okay. Just hold my hand. Breathe in and out.
Don't let me see what I am, 'cause I can't.
Is it done this time?
No, I can't.
Oh, thank fuck.
What? That was really good.
I'm kidding.
We need to watch the first part of it again, though.
We do need to, yeah.
I thought this was the end, but now I don't remember comfort, because what I am is what I'm not. I don't belong here, it's just hopeless. Find me a way out if you love me at all. Don't let me hear what they say, 'cause I can't stand it every day. I'm thinking that I should leave now, but I don't think I'm coming back this time. But now I don't remember comfort.
Why are they making out?
What I am is what
Let's fuck you again.
Why are they making out?
Because we can.
Why are they making out?
Because we can. Let's do it more.
out if you love me at all.
Expensive claps, huh? Expensive claps?
Claps?
Fine, please. Can't do this right now. My feet hurt.
Notice tolerance. The realization.
It's replaying, yeah. Okay.
Oh. I thought that was more.
Right.
So proud of you. I feel so good.
I thought there was more.
No!
I'm kind of floored.
Wow.
By that.
Oh, good lord.
That was really good, man. That was very, very good. Very Why don't you come up here? Let's talk about it. So, did you want to just jump into the Q&A? Or did you... Okay.
I didn't hear nothing.
Okay, alright. I don't know. So I haven't seen the full version of this because the full version of this didn't exist until a couple of days ago. And it's been a long journey. I know it's been an incredibly long journey to bring this film to completion. And part of that journey of how the film has been made is included in the film, which, you know, just exemplifies what I'm saying. So I have to ask there's so many questions I have for you, but the first thing that I'd like to ask for you, why do this? Why set out on this journey and make this film about your life? What motivated you? What inspired you to want to tell your own story like this, in this way? You're probably muted.
Nice.
You can't hear? You can't hear? I can't hear you. Are you able to hear?
no.
You're able to hear me? Nod. Okay, but I can't hear your mic. Sorry.
Their mic probably cut out during the movie. It was like this earlier as well.
Oh, there's a lot of moments during the film that I wanted to like shout out and say something, so I muted my output volume. That's what happened. Okay, I
Right.
completely
Okay.
forgot
All
about
right.
that.
But yeah,
Oh, you're fine.
the question.
So when I was a kid, I dreamed of having this big life where I would write out every single day of it. Right? And I half did that. A lot of the films that I make surround some era of my life in some capacity. And anyone who knows me insanely well can pinpoint the exact things I'm referencing in like small stories to like, you know, films like this. So really my motivation was just like, I don't know, wanting to share what happened to me and to have it resonate with people.
I can understand that. I mean, as a filmmaker myself, I also feel that my films draw in many ways from things I've personally experienced. And in my case, I always do fiction because I always interpret the characters as their own story. It's an incredibly bold choice of you to make an autobiographical film and tell the events as they happened. And in many cases, you got a lot of the original people who were in the story involved in the making of the film, sometimes in their own roles. So,
Yeah.
was that a challenging thing to ask for people? Was it a difficult thing to get people to want to revisit actual events that happened?
So for specific scenes, it was a little difficult. A lot of the characters that are in there are just voiced over by people, but almost every single scene is either word for word copied. A great example of this is the scene where me and Rain meet. That is word for word copied. That same joke is the exact thing I said.
It feels like
very
it, yes.
stupid.
That comes through in the film.
No,
So, yeah.
they're just doing.
It was difficult for some people to like experience the scenes again, and I think that's a lot of the reason why I asked a lot of the original people who were there to be like here at the screening. I mean, Tubi's here. Hi, Tubi. So like,
For sure.
yeah.
And I also want to bring to light something. So you are on a quest, which means that you're not on. You play VR chat on a PC. You play entirely on a quest, and I can't think of anybody else who's making movies the way that we do,
Yeah.
who does their work entirely without having a PC. And I think that's super impressive. It's really, what I love so much about making movies in VR chat is anybody can do it. Anybody can come in here and tell a story in whatever way they want to with the resources we have here. And you don't even need a PC because look at you. You've created this incredible film with nothing but a quest and people to help you out. So could you tell us a bit more about the process of how you actually made this movie with just a quest and maybe with and did you have people always helping you with filming?
Yes. So halfway through the film, I kind of broke my PC. So first half of the film is recorded with my PC. It's completely me
Okay.
behind the camera. Other half, I broke my PC. I couldn't do anything but edit. That's all I could do. So I got Gio, who isn't here right now, but he's actually streaming because I don't have a PC. So I got him. I taught him how I usually would film on PC, and then I would tell him exactly what to do, and then we just
Okay.
go through it until we got it right.
Yeah, and I got to see a bit of that process because I did some body acting in this movie as well as voice acting.
Yeah.
And I think it's incredibly ambitious of you to take on this idea. And I have to comment on just how strong your editing and the combination of editing and writing and the storytelling is in the way that this plays out. And I understand you have some things that influenced you with the way that you decided to tell this story. And I'd love to hear you talk about that.
So a lot of the editing style of making things go crazy, a lot of the film switches between different editing styles. Like the first bit is a lot more fast paced, and it tells the story in a fast paced way. And as the film progresses, you start to see it more just slow down, and then it kind of just gets confusing. Like,
yeah,
it tells something about the person who's making it being confused about it itself. And so a lot of the inspiration I grabbed from it was Archie's Final Project, which is a very old movie. Not very old, it's 2000s, but I loved the way that the entire thing was like put together to be this entire like crazy. They call it a mind fuck, basically. It's meant to confuse you while also telling you a story. And so a lot of the editing styles and the way it just flips back and forth between perspective is taken inspiration from that.
Yeah, that was going to be my next question. It is, I won't lie. I mean, I think that the film is confusing. You admit that it's confusing. There are parts of it that are very difficult to follow, but that's the point. That's very much the intention, and it's very much part of the film. And the film even references how confusing it is. And I think the main reason why is because the events, you start to lose a sense of the chronology. Well, you never lose a sense of what is important in the scene, which is the key thing, but like the chronology starts to be disconnected, and you start to have there's an incredible amount of characters in this film. It would add another hour to the runtime if you introduced all of the characters properly. So a lot of characters you see pop in and pop out, and you don't really know who they are. But I never got confused about that. It's always just the events that are so disconnected, but that must be how it feels and the feeling that you're trying to convey. And that, the feeling of, confusion itself is the point that you're trying to convey, that you don't understand how you got to this point in your life. You don't understand why you're feeling the way that you do. And it is, I just want to know what your thoughts are on that. And I want to know, did you ever think were you ever worried that you would lose people? And were there things that you pulled back on, maybe because you were worried that it was pushing it too far? In terms of the confusion, in terms of the complicated editing style.
So with a lot of the, like, as you said, it's a complete like time skip. There's a lot of time skips and then going back in time. And that's why at the beginning of the film it talks about notice Tollins.
Yeah.
Focusing on one part of your life. So a lot of the time during the film, you can see that the film is trying to be about one thing, but then it's about a completely different other thing. Like the church scene, for example, where it just completely switches off, and then you're like, what just happened?
Yeah.
So those kinds of scenes, I did pull back on a couple scenes. There's an entire part dedicated to the character that you don't know the name of. There's an entire like 10-minute part. I completely removed that. It was too literal, and it told you too much, basically. And
I was really captivated by the decision to not explain who that person was, because we didn't really need to know who that person was in order to get a sense of their role in the story. And it leaves a much stronger and more kind of horrific impact of just leaving it as a blank unknown. I really
Yeah.
appreciated that.
It also
yeah, continue.
kind of makes you think about like the whole kind of I guess base premise is it's a therapy session. That's the
Yeah.
entire movie, right? So it makes sense why it's jumping back and forth between different things and why the entire film you don't hear the person's name because I don't want to say it. Like I don't want to hear it, but I want to talk about it because it's
Yeah.
affected me.
Obviously there's some very mature stuff and very intense scenes in this movie. And it's a very difficult thing to make a movie with scenes that are pushing the boundaries like that. And I know because my film Ulterior Motives, I had a scene that was difficult to film in a similar way. And I want to know what was it like creating that atmosphere and trying to keep it in control and not let it go to a place that would have been too dark or too unnerving for the audience.
So specifically talking the beginning, like first 10 minutes, I think that's like the most
That is probably
mature
that's the
scene.
hardest hitting scene, but there's definitely plenty of moments in this film that push the comfort of the audience quite significantly.
Yeah.
And that's a challenging thing, and it's a challenging thing to ask people to take part in that and to do that with you. And so I'm wondering if you could tell me a little bit about that.
So when it comes to like trying to find the boundary between making someone so uncomfortable they leave and making them uncomfortable just enough, it's really about there's a lot of things that come into it, like sound design specifically.
Fantastic sound design throughout the film.
Whenever a character would like come onto screen, specifically let's Elijah. I don't think his name is ever said, but early in the film, that's his name. His character, whenever he first shows up, you start to feel uneasy.
Yeah.
You don't know what's necessarily going to happen, but you can tell where the film is going, and that just makes you uncomfortable on its own. And then as the events
it's
unfold,
conveyed through the editing. Yeah.
Yeah. As the events unfold, you start to get more and more uncomfortable. And I like made that tension build a lot with that background music that was just like, how do I explain it? It's like dark air, I guess I'll call it that. And then just cutting it off makes you like not as
it adds a
uncomfortable.
lot.
It adds to the uncomfortable feeling, but it's like, oh, it's over now.
Yeah, I totally agree. I felt that's exactly the emotions I went through watching that scene.
Yeah.
I want to get on to audience questions for the last 10 minutes, but I want to ask you one last question, which is I want to ask about the ending, because the ending obviously does a very complicated and incredibly challenging twist towards the end.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact from our conversations how difficult it was for you to find the ending. And again, throughout the film, the process of making the film and the difficulty of finding that ending is part of the story. And your process of making this film is part of that story. So I want to talk about the ending. How did you find that ending? Why did you feel that this was the right one? And I want to ask also, do you feel, because of the Notice Tollins thing, do you feel that this is essentially closing a chapter of your life, that you are able to, that you're essentially shutting the door on this part of your life that you've been thinking about so much?
Yes. To your second question, yes. I do feel like it's just closing that part of my life. It's like acknowledging it, and now I'm able to heal. and that ending was very difficult to get to, because it was a battle of figuring out, of letting go. That's like a central part of it. The fact that there's a fake credit scene and then it continues going on and on and on and on. And it shows the I don't want to let go of it. And I'm scared
Yeah,
to. And
I understand that.
that's yeah. That's a
I
part of
mean,
the
I would say at an hour long, the film earned its length. I would say there wasn't really a wasted minute of the film, which would really impress me, and the pacing was really well handled. But still, yes, you're right. The film just keeps going, and it's like it's almost like making the film is like almost like an act of self harm, as you can like it's not necessarily that's not necessarily the truth of what it was, but I mean it's your way of expressing your feelings in this time. But it's like from the character's perspective, the way you present yourself, it's almost like making the film is like you're searching for something that's never going to come, and then you just have to cut it off. And that ending, it shook me. It genuinely shook me, that ending. And I think it's really, really powerful. I am absolutely floored by this movie. It's blew away my expectations. I'm so impressed with you. I want to open up to audience questions. And so if there's anybody here who has any questions for May about the movie that we just watched, let me know. Raise your hand. You can just come up if that works easier for you. Anybody have any questions?
You kind of just said most of mine, so I don't really have any others.
Fair enough. We got one.
I guess in creating this kind of like autobiography of you and your relationships within VR chat, how has that affected your current relationships in making the film? I guess I don't know. If
Are
that
we
makes
talking
sense.
romantic relationships or like
I
in
could
general?
any kind of relationships,
I
whether
would
it's
say in
friend
general.
or romantic, with in VR chat.
So
yeah, I guess that's.
To be honest, other than like 3 people at this current moment, I don't really talk to it anymore. Like a lot of the people in the film, I don't regularly hang out with. So it did affect my relationships in general because I was going through this process of healing, basically, during the entire film. And a lot of my friends had to like see me go through that.
Yeah.
And it was very difficult. I mean, that first scene with Elijah, while I was filming it, there was multiple times where I had to take a break. Because it was like too much for me to see.
Right. Any other questions?
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for your question. Doesn't Cat?
Oh yeah, so mine is not actually a question, but I just want to say that editing always reminds me of the movie Everything Everywhere All at Once. Some of the the switch between like reality and some fiction stuff, and also the credit scene. Like it gives me that same feeling, which is kind of adventurous and also kind of emotional and impactful. Yeah.
That's a very
Really
good
well
point.
made.
Have you seen that film?
Yeah, really well done.
I think I have.
Yeah, I agree with that. I was wondering what it reminded me of, but that's pretty good. That's actually pretty good. Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah. Any other questions or comments? Is that one, Coco?
Oh.
You're in the movie. You have a question? I see your like hand went up.
No. I have a tab open.
Oh, I see your hand went up, so I thought you had a question. But all right.
I really
there's
enjoyed
no more.
it. It was good. I mean,
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
just I don't. It's not really a question. It's just more of like I really enjoyed it and stuff. And also I got beat in it multiple times. Also, thank you for the opportunity of me making a song for it. I freaked out when I heard it, and I saw my name in the credits, and I was like, "Oh!" Thank you so much for that. I know we haven't really talked a lot and stuff, but I've really enjoyed it. It was just it was so good of everything. I can't even like, I'm still trying to process it a little bit myself, just of how like other
It's gonna
things
take
and stuff.
repeat
But just
viewings.
even like seeing it from even like seeing it from like its early stages and stuff, and even like reading the scripts and everything else,
Right.
just to see like that whole beginning scene kind of like threw me off. I'm like, this is not the beginning of the movie. What happened? Like, it threw me off so much, but it was
with that.
It was so good. I loved it. I loved every second of it.
The thing that's really funny about that specifically is Gio, because he was my main camera person. I would say, okay, we got like 4 more scenes left, okay? We gotta finish this. By the time we get to the time to record, I'm like, Gio, I added like 3-4 more scenes. We got like 8 more left to do.
I think I remember some of them types of things that happened. Certain things I remember that. It was great. It was a blast. I was very honored to have that opportunity.
I'm
and
honored
stuff.
to
Thank
have
you so much for the
like,
opportunity.
make a music track for it. Like,
it was good.
Alright,
And
I
it was
do have
something
one
I'd never
question.
done before either. So,
One
Did you
question?
like? Yes, I wonder. Just a random question. Did you like pull up the stream we had just to like do the lines that we did, like in that tree world or with a giant egg or whatever?
so for a lot of scenes, it's memory based, but certain
okay,
ones
cool.
I had to like research. So for Claire is a good character for this. Almost every single line that was said by Claire was just a DM, which is kind of bad. But
wow.
Yeah.
That makes it a little more
Listen,
like
That's
realistic,
concerning.
scary.
But
it's better than showing the DMs in the movie, which I know an earlier version did.
In earlier versions, there was just DMs shown on your screen.
Yeah. But yes. I remember you said we were gonna look at to see if there was any questions in the stream chat. So
Yes.
if you have that open.
So actually, everyone can hear us. So like, if you have any questions, just write it in chat, and we will respond to them.
We'll see if is there anything there right now.
No, not at the moment. But we can announce the raffle.
Yeah.
While we're okay. So I'm only gonna pick from people who are actually here, which I think is really funny because the one person who wasn't here got it 3 in a row. So there's 3 people who are gonna win. Is Kirilos here? No?
Are they in the stream? Or did they leave, maybe?
I don't think they're in the stream. I think they left.
Okay.
Okay. I think it's Lesai.
I don't see them. Maybe they left or they're in the stream.
Okay. Black Robe. I know you're here.
Oh, Black Robe.
Yeah.
Well, hey.
You want a poster?
Hello. You want a poster? Yeah. And then wow, Voodoo left.
Woo.
Oh, so you're repicking them?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to repick.
Okay. Why are you doing that? I just want to say I saw some late joiners. I saw some late joiners come in after the movie ended. And I just want to say if you got to check out this film, VR Bodies, directed by Mae Spencer. Really floored me, really blew me away. So to the late joiners who didn't get to see the movie, you got to check it out. please. It'll be on
So,
YouTube.
you know what?
It'll be on YouTube now, right? So you're gonna upload
Yeah,
on YouTube.
it's on YouTube
It should
now.
be.
The premiere has
Okay.
happened yet.
All right. Cool.
So what's funny is you want to post it. I just spun the wheel. You popped up.
That's amazing.
One more person.
Yay.
What can I say?
Let's see.
I'm gonna put that poster on my wall. Can I get it signed?
Ooh.
It's gonna be worth something someday.
You get it signed? I mean, you'd have to
Send it to you and
yeah, send it to me and then send it back.
someday.
That'd be awesome.
I mean,
someday I'll
Please
get
just
signed.
do that.
Why is it just going through every single person who either isn't here or already got it?
All right.
Oh
Well,
my god. We
yeah.
got someone has a question. They haven't typed it out though.
Okay.
And that person's
After that question, I think if they can finish that question, we'll answer it, and then we will let these people go. But yes.
Okay. Too easy, Dragon.
Too easy.
Boo.
You want a poster?
Hey.
Thank you.
Yay.
All right.
I'll send you the choices. Oh, whoa. Have you ever hit a writer's block with a scene despite knowing exactly what happened in that moment? Such as a moment that you wanted to be more impactful, but you wanted to stay as true to the source material as possible. Okay, there was a lot of times, very later in, where I wanted to just make up a new scene so I could have a better segue, and it was very difficult to stay on the source material of what happened because I can't stray too much away from it. There are certain moments that are just completely like didn't happen, either did happen and it's just like a way of showing it, like that the thing with Amy, that scene with Amy where Amy's talking about how I'm never happy no matter who I'm with. That happened. That's word for word. That's just a Discord call. So scenes like that, I had to figure out a way to find the balance between like what actually happened and turning it into a scene. And it was very difficult. And yes, I have had writer's block with it. Like a couple times. A lot of scenes were
Understandably so. Yeah, understandably so. But anyways, I think we should wrap this up and let these people get on to the next thing that they have planned for their lives. But I want to thank everybody for coming to this event, and I'm really blown away by the whole project. And you must be glad it's over, and you can finally put it behind you. I'm really impressed by the film. I'm gonna share it to everybody I know, and thank you so much for creating this and sharing your story. And thank you to everybody else who took part in the film. And yeah, anything else you want to say before we wrap this up?
No, I don't think so. I don't have anything else. I mean, thank you everyone for coming here.
You said it all already.
A lot of...
You said it all in the movie.
There's a lot of scenes that made me uncomfortable for me to watch. I mean, I died of laughter at the Fortnite bit. That was hilarious. That was so random.
That was funny.
Same.
Oh, okay.
That was funny.
I
was
just
really
want to say,
funny.
my favorite part was, I don't know why, I just
done.
laughed at this part, but it was the scene of when he was in the black cat and he was walking, and the random guy who comes up and he's like, "Hey, I hate you." I just busted out laughing. I'm like, that's something I would do as a joke. Like,
wow. Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right.
I felt terrible because I'm like, oh gosh, no. But
well, thank you everyone on the stream, and thank you everyone for being here. Bye bye.
Thank you for making
Have
an
a nice day.
amazing movie.
Thank you.
Also, they wanted you to say the happy
We
face
love
as well.
you.
God damn.
The happy face.
Yeah.
I said